Hey guys, it's Dot Wagner, and we are coming up on our trip, on our retreat this weekend, January 2025, leaving on Friday, the 17th at 4 o'clock from St. Dominic. To make sure that we're all on the same page and to answer any questions, I'm making this short video. We will cover this information at drop-off, and we also cover this information when we arrive at the retreat center. Just like in trips in the past, whether you've been on Steubenville or you came on retreat last year or you came to the lock-in, a lot of this is familiar, but it's very important that we're all on the same page because we want to have an amazing weekend together. And so I do invite you to just tune in for a couple minutes. Please pay attention. I'm going to run through this really fast so that we're all on the same page so that we can have a fantastic weekend on retreat. The retreat is for you. The retreat is for you. This is not something that we do for ourselves, but something that we put on for you, you who are in high school, because we love you. We want you to have an amazing weekend. We want you to enjoy yourselves. We want you to come home and be like, that was a good weekend. I feel refreshed. I feel alive. I had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. Man, that was awesome. I can't wait till the next one. We want you to have a good time. So we are here for you, myself and the other adults that are going to be here this weekend, and the Life Teen missionaries that are coming, everyone at the retreat center. We're here for you. So with that being said, there are a couple things that we just want to make sure you understand. First of all, we want you to know that if you see something or feel something that makes you uncomfortable or that you know isn't right, we want you to tell us about it as soon as possible. The hardest thing for us is when we find out days or weeks after an event that something happened. My roommate was snoring really loud. The girl in my dorm stole my toothbrush. The kid in my dorm played video games the whole time. A girl in my group vaped whenever we were in the bathroom. When we find out about stuff after the retreat or after a trip, there's really nothing we can do about it. So we need you to trust us with that information as soon as you see something or feel something that makes you uncomfortable. Here's part of our expectations this weekend. We do not allow phones. There's no exception. They can't be in your room. They can't be in your bag. They can't be in your pocket. There are no phones from the moment you get on the bus to the moment your parents pick you up. The adults have phones, the chaperones, myself, people at the camp. If you need to reach out to a parent, we're more than happy to allow that at any time of the day or night. We're not trying to keep you from your parents, but we are trying to help keep you from being distracted. We want you to be fully present. And also, phones, besides being a distraction, are quite dangerous. They bring into our dorms and into our sleeping rooms, into our bathrooms, the outside world, which includes exposure to things like pornography, pictures that we don't want taken, things, music that we don't want to share, movies that are not appropriate. So we do not allow electronic devices of any kind, and there's no exception. If your roommate has a phone, we need to know. Now, this is not a fun reality to come to an adult and say, hey, my roommate has their phone, but we need to know as soon as possible, like immediately, so that we can all get back on the same page of being fully present to the retreat, fully present to one another, not distracted and safe. Also, there's absolutely, this should go without saying, but no weapons, no drug use, no alcohol, no vaping. So anything that you see in that department, we need you to let us know as soon as you become aware of it. Again, we won't make you feel uncomfortable. Like if you come to us and say, my roommate's vaping, we're not going to go to your roommate and say, well, Sally said that she saw you vaping in the bathroom. Like, we will be discreet. We will respect your privacy. We will handle the situation in a way that doesn't blow up. But we do need all of us as a team to make this retreat weekend amazing. Anything that makes you uncomfortable, if you see something, if you feel something, say something to myself or another adult. This goes with your roommates. This goes with questions that you might have, about the faith, things going on during the retreat. We are here, again, for your experience, for you to have a good weekend. So please come to us. Please talk to us if there's anything that we can do. Don't wait until it's over. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait to talk about it 3 months from now. Also, we need to all be on the same page that curfew is strictly enforced. When you're not supposed to be out of your cabins, you should not be out of your cabins. You must stay in groups of 3 or more, and you need to be where you're supposed to be at any given time. So we have free time, we have game time, we have time when you can play basketball or go on a hike as a group. We have time that you're supposed to be in sessions, time that you're supposed to be in your dorms, in your cabins. We need you to be in the places you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. And if you need permission for something, let an adult know. Ask an adult's permission to go somewhere as a group of 3. This is extremely important for everybody's safety, and also so that we know where you are at any given time if there's an emergency or we're moving on to the next activity. We want to ask you to have a good attitude and have a good time. The way that you come into this weekend, the way that your heart is open, the openness that you have toward your roommates, other kids, the music, the speakers, the missionaries from Atlanta, all the different stuff going on. Like, the more that you're open and willing to participate, the better time that you're going to have. If, we come into something, whether it's a concert or a football game or a trip, and our arms are crossed and our hearts are closed and our minds are closed, we're really going to have less fun. And we want you to have a good time. We want you to experience the love of this community and the love of Jesus. If you're not feeling well, if you need a nap, if you have a question, if you need a snack, if you need a Band-Aid, we're here for you to have a great experience this weekend. So bring that stuff to us. So just to recap, there's no phones, no electronics. As far as touch goes, we don't really touch other human beings on retreat. We don't hug, we don't sit on each other's lap, we don't kiss, we don't cuddle, we don't give back rubs, we don't cuddle guys and girls, we don't sit together guys and girls. We respect our roommates' space, we don't tickle, we don't wrestle. We really keep our hands to ourselves in every way. And so again, if something makes you uncomfortable, if something's going on in your dorm that you think is not appropriate, we need to be made aware of this as soon as possible. No guys are ever allowed in the girls' dorms, and no girls are ever allowed in the guys' dorms. And we ask you not to wander off guys and girls, not to wander off as a group, but to stay engaged and involved and trust the schedule, trust the weekend is going to be good. If you see something or know something that you feel like needs to be communicated to an adult, you can talk to myself, Dot, any of the other adults that are here, the Life Teen missionaries, and we will help you with that as soon as we are made aware of it. If we don't know, we can't help. So we want you to have an amazing weekend. There's going to be over 50 high school teenagers from all of our area high schools. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. The retreat center has axe throwing and archery, canoeing and hiking, basketball, places to hang up hammocks and take naps, board games. It's really going to be awesome. There's a packing list attached for you. Take a look at that packing list. Make sure if you have any questions, you can shoot us a text or an email. And as we're going into these last couple days for retreat, I just want to leave you with one last question to kind of discuss and ponder. Discuss with your parents, ponder throughout your week. And that question is, what does it mean to be childlike? What does it mean to be like a little child? If you have a little brother, if you have a little sister, if you've been around toddlers, small children, 5-year-olds, think about some of the characteristics that make them childlike. Maybe it's their boldness, maybe it's their joy, their laughter, maybe it's their hope, maybe it's their persistence, maybe it's their energy, maybe it's their willingness to ask for help, maybe it's their willingness to be vulnerable. Perhaps it is the way that they express their emotions and let themselves feel their feelings. Maybe it's the way that they wake up every day and they just have so much hope and excitement about a new day, or they always want more. They finish a bowl of ice cream and they start scooping a second bowl of ice cream. But think about this week, what it means to be childlike, and ponder that as you're coming to the retreat with us. We have an amazing weekend planned for you. God has an amazing weekend planned for you. There is so much love that he wants to pour into your heart this weekend. And so parents, teens, we are so excited. We are praying for you. Pray for each other. Pray for us. Pray for the team that's been meeting for weeks and months in preparation for this, and we will see you on Friday for the best retreat weekend ever. God bless.